Good news! In the coming school year, we will be introducing and supporting a model of Writer's Workshop in our schools. And unlike every other initiative and curriculum that you have ever received in the past, this one is very different for a number of reasons. 1. Rather than adding to your plate, we will be removing the writing components from the current ELA units. Yes, we're actually decreasing the amount of content that you will be teaching. 2. We're going to be introducing a model that makes teaching much easier to plan and much easier to deliver. 3. We're introducing a model that students genuinely enjoy and is proven effective. 4. We're introducing a model that dramatically reduces the instances of reluctant writers in your classrooms. 5. This is a model that allows students to independently work for extended periods of time in your classroom, giving you the one-on-one and small group opportunities that we so often wish for. 6. Unlike so many units, we are giving you the actual teaching manuals before the beginning of the school year. You will be able to see the units that you will be teaching months before you're actually teaching them. These will not be fuzzy photocopies or constantly changing digital documents uploaded to Schoology at various times in the year. These are actual manuals that cost actual money that you can have and hold. 7. The program that we've chosen is supported by a vast majority of teachers in this district, nationally, and internationally. It's good stuff. 8. This is a model which focuses on 3 core genres, but is also infused with teacher choice that allows you the opportunity to teach the kinds of writing that you love most and teach best, or would like to teach best. Everything from epic ballads to memoirs to songs, to short stories to love sonnets, newspaper articles, complaint letters, editorials, graphic novels, whatever you want. Number 9. This was an initiative planned by teachers in a committee that consisted of excellent teachers of writing and teachers with very little experience in the Writer's Workshop model. The planning took both ends of the spectrum into consideration at all times. 10. There are already people doing this in our district and doing it exceptionally well, so we will not be on our own. There are people in our buildings who are ready and willing and anxious to help. And number 11. There is no district-imposed, top-down assessment. There are no firm start or end dates to any of our units. This is a model that offers teachers the chance to teach in the way they dreamed of when they entered the profession. You will be given materials to support your instincts and creativity and honor you as professionals who know the best ways to educate each child in your classroom.
So, how did we get to this point? Over the past 3 years, feedback from elementary teachers and middle school staff has indicated that professional development in the area of writing is our district's greatest area of need. The implementation of the Writer's Workshop model will allow our district to focus on building our teachers' capacity as teachers of writing and will provide a consistent approach to structuring the writing block. Consequently, we spent this year researching and gathering information from other districts who are already using the workshop model, developed a district vision, collected and considered stakeholder feedback, inventoried current resources and purchased additional Lucy Calkins units of study sets and reference materials, and developed curriculum documents that will support teachers in the implementation of the Writer's Workshop model next year. This was a grassroots effort that started with teachers. An English Language Arts and Writing pre-K to grade 12 vertical team was established and met often to inform this work. 46 teachers from around the district also shared their passion for writing instruction by attending the bus trip to Teachers College for an all-day workshop in March. We have heard your feedback and will be creating a curriculum map that allows for flexibility and choice. A collaborative inquiry team is currently working on writing a unit called Creating a Community of Writers that will provide you with the time during the first 4 to 6 weeks of school to establish routines and structures and get to know your students as writers. The rest of the year will be divided into 3 sections that allow you to focus on narrative, opinion, and information writing. Each of these units will last about 2.5 months to provide you with enough time to dig into each genre without feeling rushed.
There are 3 basic components to the Writer's Workshop model: direct instruction, independent writing, and sharing. Direct instruction happens through a mini lesson, which typically lasts between 10 and 15 minutes and focuses on the writing process, conventions, and/or craft based on the needs of the class. Students then begin to work on assigned or self-selected writing pieces. Depending on the age of the students and the time of the year, students should be independently writing for 15 to 45 minutes. As the year progresses and student stamina builds, this independent writing time will increase. During this time, teachers are conferring with students either individually or in small groups. If the opportunity arises, teachers may stop writers to point out examples of strong student writing for a mid-workshop teaching moment. Finally, teachers may wrap up the workshop with time for sharing. Sharing time, which lasts between 5 and 10 minutes, offers students the chance to celebrate their writing completed during the independent writing time and reflect on their efforts, most often in connection to the mini-lesson focus. With this model, there is less teacher talk and more student writing time. The workshop model also allows for more flexibility and choice for both teachers and students. There are opportunities for collaboration between peers and between the teacher and his or her students. Next steps. Here's how we will support you next year. Professional development will look a little different. Professional development around writing will be provided at the building level but supported by the district. This will allow for more flexibility in how we support you and how we meet the needs of individual teachers, grade level teams, and schools. Staff developers from Teachers College will also be leading a full-day workshop for all teachers on Election Day to help you become more familiar with the Lucy Calkins Units of Study materials and the Writer's Workshop model. We will also be providing you with a variety of materials such as curriculum maps to help with planning, companion guides to accompany the units, and a teacher-developed unit during the first few weeks of school to give you time to set up routines and structures in your writing classroom and allow you to get to know your students as writers.
Next year is a learning year for all. We hope that you have an exploration, I'm going to get my feet wet approach to this work. Some of you, though, may be ready to dive right in. Either way, when you do, we know you'll begin to see the possibilities for you and your students. So what exactly are we expecting for next year? First, your colleagues who have used this approach for some time would tell you there is no way you will master Writer's Workshop next year, and we don't expect you to. We do want you to set up an environment for writing that engages students and have focused mini lessons and independent writing time. Our initial Creating a Community of Writers units were conceived, created, drafted, revised, and are still being revised by our Writing Vertical team and Collaborative Inquiry team members. This work of over 30 of your colleagues will help you get that great environment for writing started. The Lucy Calkins Units of Study are packed with great supports for planning and teaching the core genres. We hope you use our district-developed companion guides to plan at least 3 hours per week of dedicated writing instructional time. During that time, focus on the mini lesson and provide independent writing time for your students. Whether it's writing ourselves, cooking, or teaching, mastery of any concept or skill takes time and practice. Your mastery of Writer's Workshop approach will take years. As a former teacher of writing for over 15 years, I never felt my learning was done, as so much of my work was based on what my students brought to my lessons and with their writing. We look forward to supporting you as we make this exciting shift, which supports our students' growth as writers over time, as well as your growth and needs as teachers of writing.